the way the last game went with Royce and the way he played. Is this what you were expecting from him when you guys got him in the trade?
Yeah. I mean, he's been here before. He's a veteran. He knows how to play the right way, and he's a do whatever it takes guy. So last game was defending at a high level and hitting big open shots.
When you look at you going through that whole process of trying to get back from a hamstring, so you maybe know more than anybody what Brad's going through and trying to do that. What's the biggest challenge? What was it for you when you came back from yours?
I'll just say getting over the mental hurdle of, it's an injury that, you feel it on one step and, you don't know when that step's going to be. So, just getting in some real type of contact, taking bumps and, just playing.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, like that full court situation where you're moving and you're against other people. Is that the crossing hurdle for you in terms of the hamstring?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, not having to think about it and, do whatever, your body wants instead of, thinking about it the whole time.
You and KD haven't had a chance to run a ton of actions together where you're screaming for each other, but when you have been able to run those, what do you like about that look of, dynamic scorers that was great for another?
Yeah, it's just another way, for, us to attack defenses, keep them off balance and, just having two dynamic threats in action like that just kind of, cause any type of confusion to give up any angle or any space that we can get to get a clear shot.
When you look at the ball movement and the player movement from the other night, is that kind of the blueprint in terms of how you guys want this on?
Yeah, they want to play faster. It obviously looks better with Brad out there and just more emphasis on the paint and him getting by people and causing rotations. You get a lot of clean looks and, we have that line of all three of us out there getting by our man and just making the right play.
Look, you had the Special Olympics event this morning. How was that for you, just getting to interact with the kids?
It was great. High energy in there. Everybody, they got a pair of the Chapter 1 books. They're super excited about that. And Dr. B, the dentist, put on a great event. Let them, go through their oral health, oral hygiene, and, just stress the importance of it.
I'm sure you're using this time between games, these couple of days, to fine-tune things for the stretch run here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an important time. You don't usually get this many days, to recover, rest, but stay sharp at the same time. So I think we're all taking advantage of it. We had a good practice today, and we'll have another one tomorrow.
Frank mentioned you guys are putting in more stuff with multiple actions today and in the past couple of days. Do you think that's like the next step of the offense's evolution?
Multiple actions.
Because you guys run stuff with it before,
yeah.
More of it, I guess.
Let's say just figuring out our spacing. And I keep saying when we're at full strength, there's another threat out there. And it's not always just me and Katie staggering minutes and then people throwing junk defense at us. There's always two of the three of us out there, and it just makes it harder to guard.
Because in those 4-on-3 situations, someone being 3 feet to the left or 3 feet to the right could be
matters. Yeah, spacing's important.
How do you like Bull and what he brings to the table from the three and that's why offensive schemes doing so much to add to your arsenal?
Yeah, I just it's something that none of us have seen before. So, I'm sure it's kind of tough to scout for. He has intangibles that you trade on a video game. And, he can do a little bit of everything out there. And he's been working hard all year and he's taking advantage of his opportunity.
All-Stars are a really busy time for you, obviously, but were you able to take in the success of the shoe and how well it went?
Yeah, we did some celebrating. My family was out there with me. Everybody had a good time. Nike put on a great event for us. It was low-key, probably 25, 30 people, but a lot of smiles on a lot of people's faces.
There was a lot of noise about the shoe, some good, some bad. Is this sort of like that type of feeling where you feel better about it now, or don't focus on that stuff?
I always felt great about it. The audience is, always the last opinion. So we sat with this time. I told you with the, a team that's really good at what they do. a lot of people around me. So a lot of thought, a lot of hands went into the process, and I'm glad we all got to see it come to life together.
New ones are this week.
Yeah, 29.
Feels like Matt, since he bought the team, has done a really good job in kind of just fostering a great community here. Since he's bought it, have you felt that kind of difference in any conversations with him? Can you tell?
Yeah, I mean, he wants to be involved. And him not being from here and want to get involved with the community and the people, and just the willingness to want to do it is very special. So he's had a lot of conversations with me about it and what can he do to better the organization, better the city, and he's ready to do whatever we said.
Now, what do you tell him in kind of those things, like when he asks for that kind of advice?
Just embrace it. Make sure the community doesn't go unnoticed. Make sure we stay involved. The Suns as a whole organization, just help everybody around and just continue to do what we're doing.
And if
Yeah, that's why I like it. Kind of similar to the playoffs, where you play a team, figure out what worked and what didn't, and adjust from there. And being able to adjust on the fly and adjust quick like that is exactly what playoff basketball is.
When it comes to the shoe, you have a certain amount that you'd like to roll out during the year. Kind of thinking about new ones, designing new ones, the process.
Yeah, I mean, we're way ahead of the game. Once it hits the light, man, that was over a year of planning. So, I have all my colors lined up for this whole season and next season.
One of the things I've found with the marketing of it, like for example, the shoes were hanging up on the street and the kid. How much was that your thoughts in sharing that you like to see that something be part of the branding the shoe? Was that one of your ideas?
That's just me. That's as authentic as it gets. That's just driving down the street. I had an extra pair in the back. I get out the car, I throw them there, I take a picture and rock out, keep somebody there and see who the first person to find it is.
Better than being on the telephone wire and up high. Like you usually see shoes.
We like that too. You might see some around here. But a lot of people see them and then they're hesitant. They feel like they're stealing. So then they kind of need some encouragement. But I just let it play out.
Right.
Sold out in 2 minutes.
I was gonna ask you about selling out.
I mean, it's an honor, but ideally, I wish everybody had them on right now. So, I mean, you want everybody to have access to them, but it is my first shoe, and you kind of have to build the brand to the point where people want to learn more and find out more about my story to then want to buy the shoes. So, I feel like they're a great way to story tell, and through all my colors, I want there to be small details in there, a backstory to all of them.
I don't know if you saw the clip that went viral of Monty Williams last night. As irate as he was after that loss to the Knicks, but do you remember his first year and being that way with you guys and making you harken back to possibly the days when you were rebuilding this team like he is in Detroit?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough thing to do, because I've been in those situations where, you're on a losing team and, a referee might not care about, this game for you guys tonight. And, the odds are stacked up against you and you're trying to fight for a win and you're doing everything you can. And, it comes down to that. So, I mean, I'm sure the players love that, coach standing on that and being out in the open with it. Those are the type of coaches you want to play for.
Thanks, folks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.